So for this crock pot recipe, it's seriously a dump and go. You don't have to pre-cook anything before you put it in there because we're going to be using chicken, and we're actually using frozen chicken for this, and this is a 3-pound bag. We're going to put this entire bag into the crock pot and just toss this stuff right on top. If you've heard of the Mississippi pot roast before, and if you have not, you definitely need to try it out. I will link my video down below where I made it. It is amazing. It's definitely a staple in a lot of homes because of how easy it is and because of how wonderful it is. It's a huge crowd pleaser. So we're gonna switch that out with chicken. So this is pretty much gonna be the same thing, except we're using chicken. Let this cook for about 6 to 8 hours. Because it is frozen chicken, it's going to be a little more substantial than fresh chicken. Fresh chicken, you kind of have to keep an eye on a little bit more because it'll cook a little quicker, so it'll dry out a lot faster. But because we're using frozen chicken, it's going to be a little more, like I said, substantial. I don't know any other word to use. But if you're doing the traditional one with the roast, which is just a chuck roast, you can be a little more lenient with that one and just let it go probably a little over 8 hours, and it won't make that big of a deal. But yeah, really simple. Toss everything in there, and later on I will show you what we decide to have with this as sides. This is something that you can take into multiple different recipes throughout the week. So if you want to make this and then make a couple different things with it later on, this is a smart thing to make.
Last night we had something, tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. you tonight? Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch, baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. So you were like me, wanna be free like a summer night. I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch, baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties, but I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but now the never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice, but now I am telling you I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but now the never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes. Lucky, lucky, lucky me.
So to go with our chicken, I've decided to make some mashed potatoes, and you cannot beat homemade mashed potatoes. So I got some little red taters boiling, and I don't mind the skins on my taters. So I did leave the skins on those. They are the little small ones, so it'll be perfectly fine. And I'll share with you guys how I go about making the mashed potatoes. So this is 3 pounds of potatoes in boiling water, and I salted it once it started boiling, and we're just going to wait till those are fork tender, and we're going to drain them, and then I'll show you the rest. Our meat has been cooking for about 7 hours now, and you can tell it's cooked down quite a bit because it was pretty stacked up on top of the crock pot here, but it smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to take all this chicken out, and I'm going to toss it into my bowl of my KitchenAid, and I'm just going to shred up the chicken to make it a little easier to eat. Obviously you can just probably serve a breast or whatever to everybody, but I want it to be in smaller pieces, and this is going to shred up really nice. You can see how easy that just tore up just from me pushing it with a spoon, but it'll be easier in the KitchenAid. It'll just shred everything up, and then if my husband wants to use some of the juice from this chicken and pour it on top of his mashed potatoes, he can, but I'll shred all this up and separate it so it's not just sitting in this juice when we're getting ready to eat. But like I said, about 30 more minutes, and we'll go ahead and take it out and shred that all up. So using the same pot that we boiled the potatoes in, I'm just going to put in some butter, and this really depends on how many potatoes you're making. We're going to use a stick of butter for all of the potatoes that I have. If that's a lot of butter to you, don't use that butter. We're also going to use a can of evaporated milk. I am going to eyeball that though. I don't want too much liquid in the potatoes, so I'm going to start off with about a half a can of milk and a few heaping tablespoons of sour cream. And we're just going to let that heat up until the butter's nice and melted, and then we'll add our potatoes and start mashing them inside that pot.
Potatoes have got to the consistency that you like, go ahead and taste them.
Get the needing salt and pepper. That's when you add all of that goodness. And I just turned the burner off so that it does not scorch my potatoes. I'm gonna put the lid on to keep them nice and warm until we get ready to eat here shortly. Now, over here in this little skillet, we're gonna fry up some fried okra. We just want enough oil to coat the bottom of that pan. Here's the breaded okra we're gonna be having. I mean, all the work's been done for you. It's already breaded. You can obviously buy fresh okra and bread it yourself, but I ain't about that life. So I just use this, and it's really, really good. You can get it at Walmart. Stand right here and just eat this okra right out of the pan. Supper was a hit, by the way.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go and say when you walk by, girl, you should wear a name tag. I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name out of this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.